I am in production, and I chose it. I actually have a really unorthodox background. I started out as an artist in college, and then I switched to engineering. And neither of those were really for me. And so I kind of found a way to integrate both by going into design. So I'm able to implement a lot of stuff in different areas. So partially it was just like the job market was really bad, and it was also just I wanted to not just get a job out of college, because like I knew I could probably find a job at a game studio somewhere, but I wanted to get a good job. And so this allowed me to like hone what skills I had on like a larger level and to like build my portfolio in terms of getting a job. A big part of it is just being good with people is a good one, or being open to talking to people from a lot of different walks of life. So like be prepared to talk to artists about art and talk to programmers about programming, and be prepared to educate yourself so that you know what you're talking about, because it will actually benefit you hugely in the long run. And that's actually probably the most important thing. And secondly is building up your skill set to being good at a couple of things and being great at like one thing. So I knew that I'd be working really hard, but I didn't know how hard I'd be working. So everyone that was here before, like prior to me was like, prepare not to sleep, prepare and never get any sleep ever again. I was like, psh, I do all my work on time all the time. I'll be fine. No, I wasn't. I never slept during the entirety of FIEA. Some people were definitely worse than me and spent like all-nighters all the time. I have 2 all-nighters at FIEA, and that's huge for me. So. So for me, like I'm the project lead on Pend. So I actually wasn't sure going into Capstone whether I wanted to be in production or in design. And so this was like a test run for me to see if I enjoyed production. And it definitely made me realize that I enjoy implementing things more than I enjoy the management aspect of development. So for me, managing a team and having to kind of like stay hands off for portions of development was really difficult. And I know other people probably have very different views on what was the hardest thing, but for me, that was like the biggest challenge. Vertical slice was huge. So like we have to go through and present the games and everything. And I was never a huge public speaker. So like me going into vertical slice and having to present it was like really, really difficult for me. And so like presenting that, I prepared for a while, and I was so nervous when I was practicing that I totally messed it up like repeatedly. And my entire team was like, oh God, what's going to happen? And it went so smoothly for the actual presentation. And like, so us getting pushed through from vertical slice after working so hard and everyone being so invested in the project was an awesome moment. Most people that are coming to FIEA have like a summer to like kind of to themselves before coming. Get your hands on as many tool sets and or programming languages as humanly possible. So if you're an artist, go and mess with Maya and mess with ZBrush if you haven't done it before, in Photoshop and all of those tools that artists use. If you're a producer, learn how to script if you can, like learn JavaScript or learn ActionScript, or get your hands like UDK and Unity are all out there. Get your hands on those. And programmers, most of them have a somewhat skill set, but like becoming more versed in what you're going to do, getting that leg up makes the transition a lot easier. And being able to like know those things going in, especially going into RPP, where you have to learn things really, really fast, having a little bit of experience with stuff will make a massive difference.